I'm Christina, 30.
Sitting in the first-class lounge at O'Hare Airport, sipping champagne and reviewing contracts for the Tokyo negotiation, I can't help but let my mind wander back to how far I've come. It all came to a head during that fateful board meeting at Nexus Logistics. Hunter, that conniving jerk, thought he could take me down with his fabricated evidence. He presented doctored emails and fake chat logs, claiming I'd stolen client information and violated my non-compete. The board sat there, listening intently, and for a moment, I could feel the weight of his false accusations pressing down on me. But I was ready. I'd anticipated this move from him. I called in Carmen, my brilliant IT specialist, and she pulled the complete cloud audit trail from my last company. When I presented it, every single lie of his was exposed. The room erupted as I proved that every piece of evidence he'd provided was a sham. And then, to top it off, I revealed his customs fraud. It was like watching a house of cards crumble. Looking back, it all started with a phone call from my mom. I was in my Chicago office, buried in an Excel spreadsheet, trying to solve a supply chain crisis. I'd just sent $4,000, my hard-earned bonus, to book flights for my family to Italy for my sister Lily's wedding. But when Mom called, she dropped a bombshell. They'd given my room at the villa to the groom's business partner, and she'd used my money to upgrade my younger sister, Ava, to first class. I was always the one who fixed everything for my family. I filed their taxes, reset their passwords, and paid their bills. I was their free utility, and they took it all for granted. That phone call was the final straw. It was like a switch flipped in my head. I remembered Aunt Clara, my dad's eccentric older sister. She died 3 years ago, and at her funeral, she'd pressed a passbook with $120,000 into my hands, telling me it was my escape hatch. I decided right then and there to take control of my life. I quit my job at the company where Hunter was my boss. He tried to threaten me with a non-compete, but I knew the world was bigger than North America and Europe. I sold my car, liquidated my furniture, and broke my lease. I transferred all my savings, including Aunt Clara's money, into an untraceable account. I flew to Lima, Peru. In the Andes Mountains, I got sick, but I refused to call my family. A kind stranger, Rosa, took care of me, and in those 3 days, something inside me died. The part of me that needed my family's love and approval was gone. Over the next year, I built my reputation in the supply chain world. I used Aunt Clara's money to start small, buying samples from local artisans. I learned everything I could, and slowly, I became successful. Then Beatrice, a legend in logistics, offered me a dream job at Nexus Logistics in Chicago. When I returned to Chicago, I didn't tell my family. I focused on my work and restructured Nexus's South American supply chain. But Hunter couldn't stand my success. He went after my family, and Ava, desperate for money, betrayed me. After that board meeting, I was promoted to Senior Vice President of Global Operations. 2 weeks later, I met my family at an upscale restaurant. I confronted them about all the things I'd done for them over the years, and I revealed Ava's hit and run secret that I'd covered up. I bought back the lake house, and I set my terms. I told them I didn't need them anymore. Now, as I sit here in the first-class lounge, waiting for my flight to Tokyo, I feel lighter than I have in years. I'm living my life on my own terms, and I don't need my family's validation. The phone in my pocket buzzes with a text from Mom, wishing me a happy birthday and apologizing. But it doesn't affect me like it would have in the past. I simply reply with a polite, distant message and switch my phone to airplane mode. I'm ready for this new chapter, free from the chains of my past.